All right, and I'm live. Zig.
Yep.
And welcome everybody to the Monkey Show Night Shift. Tonight we are doing more VA flights, part 3 of our was it Bahamas tour?
Grand Caribbean Tour.
That's it. With our VA from Millennium Aviation. And as always, we have the regulars with us, Mr. MoonDog 88.
Hello.
And Zigzaggy.
Hello.
And we have Dan somewhere in the background.
I think.
Hi, Dan.
Hi.
All right.
So tonight we are taking off from MYAM, which is where again, Moondog?
Oh, wait a minute. I was just about to look that up, and now you want to throw it on me. Harbour, Marsh Harbour International.
Okay. Go and we'll be landing at MYBG.
You're going to ask me that, aren't you?
Yep. So you might as well have the other one ready too.
Yeah, I'm looking it up real quick here. Pass. Give it a second here.
We're real professional.
Come on. One of these tabs that I have will open up and tell me that it is Great Harbour K Airport. And
then from there, we are heading to MYNN, which is
Mynden International Airport.
Very good. And we're flying the A2A Cessna's 182s. It is raining, but hopefully it will stop raining soon. The clouds will clear a little bit, and we'll get to see a nice sunrise as we're heading into our first airport. So let's go ahead and let's get everything fired up and get started and get rolling down the taxiway. I'm hoping MoonDog and Zig have taken care of their planes, so that way they don't have to rebuild them again.
No, I did put fuel in. I did remember to do that.
I'm good. I just now I've got rain, but I still don't see Zig yet. So
we got 3 passengers.
All right.
All of them stared to death.
Not yet. Put in our standard 20 gallons of fuel in each tank.
Move this.
Oh, I can tell that it has been a while. There's no oil in my at all. So fill the oil up.
Airplane weight balance checked. Parking brake set.
Holy crap. So I can definitely tell that my plane has sat for a while. So this is the problems we have. The battery is shot. Both brakes are shot. The left and right landing gear need major rebuilds. Both main tires are shot. I need to replace the nose wheel, and the supercharger assembly is not fit for flight. So we have to do a little bit of work.
I do see somebody behind me there.
Excuse me?
I think you missed something.
So we're just going to do a complete overhaul, if it'll let me.
Might as well just buy a new plane.
Fuel quantity good. Status off. Test switches. Good. Fuel to both. Flaps.
You know what? I'm having that same issue when I click complete overhaul. Overhaul, it won't do anything.
You have to then reset the plane.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah.
And reset.
Master switch off here in a second.
Okay. Shouldn't take too long to load the train. It's already loaded once.
That's off, and then we're good for our walk around.
Alright, let's double check. Okay, and everything looks good again.
We're just doing 2 flights.
Yep.
All right, so if we do that's all good. So now we're to the actual outside walk around.
All right, to fill that back up again. I'm gonna be just a couple minutes behind you guys.
Shake the flaps. Check those. Those look good. Those look good.
I don't know. Maybe my plane was struck by lightning or something. It's checked. That. Working brake set.
Fuel looks good.
Wrong one. Those on.
Fuel looks
That.
Our flaps look good. Color is good.
Got flaps open. Flaps extended.
That looks clear. Yep. Fuel good. Yep, that looks. And then, all right. I don't understand. Did that. Set the wheel chucks and the tie downs, but when I do the walk around, then they're not there. Those look good.
Hmm.
Check that. That looks good. Oh,
That
wrong way.
looks motion. Those are good. A little bit of motion. Those look good. Those look good. Tie downs off.
Wheel chocks. Check fuel.
Baggage
Fuel
is
looks
locked. Move that.
good. That looks good.
Good to the touch, and we're back inside. Walk around complete. All right.
That looks good.
We're good with the walk around.
Looks good.
Ready for engine startup.
Tie down. And
Running in shortly.
Mixture out. Props in.
flaps look good.
Master on.
Looks good. Looks good.
Turn that light on for a little extra.
Oh, I forgot to start my flight.
Oh, good thing you said that. I'm not
Oh,
quite
thank
past
you.
there.
Start flight.
Start flight.
Real professionals here.
Yeah,
everybody.
yeah. Well,
It's been
there's
a
so
while.
much. There's so much to do with this plane itself. You forget to then start the flight itself.
Right. All right.
Beacon on.
Let's see here. Throttle
Nope,
correct.
nope. That's fuel pump. That's beacon.
Mixture out.
Valve flaps are definitely open.
Drop in.
Fuel pump on.
Master switch on. Beacon on.
Rich.
Cow flaps open. Fuel pump on.
Starts right up.
Mixture rich.
Bolted. Pressures look good. Amperes look good. Temperatures are still cold. Just
Come
where they
on.
should be.
Start.
Question is, where is runway 9er?
At the other end of 27. Well, I'm correct.
Yeah.
Flight time is good. It's not started yet. Local time. No. UT time, which is 10:54. Local time is 5:54.
So it looks like we might have to taxi down the runway
Okay. Let's see here.
to get to the other end.
Auto start. I still cannot get the hang of getting this plane started.
We'll practice later.
Okay. Let's get some
Basically
lights
hold
on.
it to start. Give it like 1 or 2 seconds until the prop starts sputtering, and then put in mixture all the way.
Yeah, I tried that.
Should work.
It didn't.
Then probably prime it again. God, Windows, I don't want to update.
Turn the lights on so we can see what's going on here.
So radios are all up. We're good there. Flaps are set.
Track flaps. Get everything
Seatbelts.
turned on.
Controls check. Fuel quantity check. Rich. Yep. Good there.
Okay. Let's look for.
What gates are you guys at?
1,
I'm
2, and
assuming-
3 parking.
Okay.
Pull up active sky here and look at our conditions. Pressure is 3007.
And what flight? Or I guess altitude.
I'm doing 4,000.
35.
I'm doing 4.
We'll do 4-5.
All right, so those checks are all good. We're set there. Oh,
You know, one thing
defrost.
about this plane that's really hard to see when you have the taxi lights on. You notice that when it's dark out?
Yeah.
Like it washes everything out.
Thrusters
Need
are
to
on,
lean it out,
so-
otherwise I'm gonna foul my plugs.
All right.
All right, I'm warmed up and ready to go.
I'm taxiing down to 9.
Asking. You know what? I'm not even gonna announce anything. I'm just gonna go.
Well,
Oh,
I have mine set up as IFR because I've not going to play with that game again.
Play with what game?
Not having clearance, not knowing where airport is, stuff like that. So I figured I'd just set it up.
hold on a second. I gotta defog my windshield.
Alright, I'm spawning in. Wait, no, you guys are on Join FS. Let me get that running.
4,000.
Sky Park? Digital theme park?
Yes.
Digital theme park. Yeah.
Okay, digital theme park.
Okay.
Announce
Turn off my
taxi.
floodlight. Want to make sure I don't hit the fuel pump.
No.
Guessing a Cessna slamming into a fuel pump is not a good thing.
Not really.
I'll turn the
Right.
I'll turn my taxi light off so I don't blind you.
Oh, come on, it's just stuck at 96%. There we go.
Yeah, wouldn't you know it? We've been flying all these in the dark. Finally get to a point where we're going to start seeing some sunlight and sunrise.
And it's raining.
And it's raining and got thunderstorms. Although I am seeing a hell of a light show off to the west here. I'm watching lightning, actual like cloud to cloud lightning and cloud to ground lightning. Oh, that's nice.
It should break up as we go.
Yeah.
Looks like, anyhow. Maybe.
Well, it looks like the majority of it is to the west of us. I mean, I'm not looking at the actual weather radar.
Good grief. You got your landing lights on?
Yep. No, I got my taxi.
Like I can't even see. Whoa, there
right.
goes Draco. Were you able to stop, Draco?
What are you talking about? I'm heading to the end of the runway.
Oh, you got that going on. That's right.
Yeah, I'm holding short of 9 right now.
Don't look at Draco, everybody. He's got a little different texture pack going on.
Finally, I'm the one that gets to be special for once.
Mm-hmm.
The rest of you guys coming?
I'm on the way. I'm wondering how freaking long this. We don't need this much runway to take off.
All right, let me know when you guys are ready to go.
Alright, I just started my engine so you guys can go without.
I see Draco. I still do not see you, Zig.
Well, I turned my lights off. So
I
you
see
can-
both of you.
No, I mean I don't see you at all.
Oh.
All right, I'm gonna pull out onto the runway.
I'm pivoting around on the runway. I don't see you, Zig. Am I even
You're
close to?
I don't know. Are you at 9?
I'm on 9 right now, on the end of it.
I'll quit out of join and.
You guys are inside of each other practically.
There you go. I see you now. Do you see me now?
Yeah.
Hit
Yeah,
your
you guys
network
are pretty much wingtip
back
to
on.
wingtip.
Now you just went away again. There you are.
Okay. Now we're all right.
Nope, now you're gone.
Well, that's okay.
Now you're there.
Yeah. Oh, that time now. Thank you. That time though, I don't see you though.
Are you two done playing peekaboo?
I don't understand freaking join.
Okay. I see you. Stay there. Do you see me?
No. That's why
Okay, hold
I
on,
killed
hold
it
on.
off.
Stop. Did you?
No,
Now am I there?
you're there. I'm there.
Okay. I got you. Let's go.
Okay,
So,
everybody sees everybody now.
I don't see
Peekaboo.
Andrew.
I'm just now taxiing.
It's because Andrew's stuck in the weeds over there somewhere.
That's possible.
All
No,
right,
I'm just starting my taxi right now.
so you want me to go ahead and go, or do you guys want to pull out on the runway? You guys are gonna pull out in front of me, so if you guys want to go. Wait a minute. Where's your guys' runway at?
Right here.
Right here.
Oh shit, my runway's all the way
you're
over
up
here.
there. Yeah, you're way back there.
Wait, do we have to taxi on the runway?
Yeah.
Alright, hold on, give me a second.
No, I had an actual taxiway.
No. We don't.
Yeah, here, I'll taxi on down.
All right. I've got lights. I've got everything on.
I'll turn off my landing light, I guess. Leave strobes on.
Strobes do need to go on. Till I know for sure, I'm going to leave pitot heat on. I don't see Andrew yet, and I don't want to fly through him here in a second.
Well, I'm down here at the end.
He
think
just
that's
passed
it.
by you.
He did? Okay.
Yeah, you're good. You're clear.
All right. There's only one thing I forgot to do here real quick. 30
Gear.
No,
I forgot to put my headset on.
barrow. That's all.
Oh, there. That's better.
All right.
Woo!
Announce takeoff south, and we're ready to go. Fighting with gimbal lock here.
Shit, I was fighting with the autopilot. It tried to kill me again.
Oh, I haven't done autopilot yet.
Someone's stalling.
That's what I said. I keep fighting with it. It wants to pitch up too fast. Oh, I bet I know why.
Trim.
I didn't
Flap.
set trim too much.
Alright. Check
Alright,
that for
and I'm going to
400.
rotate left or to port and end up on line that way. So turning left.
Alright.
That's Draco that just flew just about underneath me.
Alright, we may not be able to go up to 4,000, depending on where the clouds are.
That's fine. Wet.
Oh, what happened? Oh, there I am.
Just love it. All you hear is, oh, what happened, and crap. I'm looking at the map. Looks like quite a bit of rain and clouds almost all the way there. There's Andrew there behind me.
Mm-hmm.
And there is Zig and MoonDog. We're at 2,000 feet.
Oh, coming up to 2,000, but indicated is at 80, and that's why I keep getting the buzzer, is because just don't have the speed going into this headwind.
Well, I backed my climb down to like 300 feet. 400 feet.
That's where mine is too.
And I got my prop pulled back to 2400 RPM with full power.
Yeah.
Oh, I just got a wind shear warning.
What are you guys' mixture set up? I got 50% right now.
Oh, I got full mixture right now.
Alright.
Oh, I don't. I'm down at 80. I'm going to back it off a little bit more.
Just FYI, guys, we got a wind shear up here.
How high?
About 2,300 feet.
Alright, I'm at 2,000 right now.
All right. And away we go.
We go!
So, if you guys watch your vertical speed, all of a sudden you'll see your vertical speed just drop. Like me right now, I'm dropping at like 200-300 feet per minute. Then all of a sudden I'm going up 500 feet, almost 1,000 feet per minute. But my pitch isn't changing.
Yeah, no, my pitch is pretty steady. And I'm getting the same thing, 600-700 down to 0.
Hey, Thorn, we're flying the A2A Cessna 182.
T.
Well, I was getting the active sky wind shear warning.
Mm.
You know what, I think I'm gonna set it right here for 3,000 because those clouds are pretty low. Throttle back a bit. Pull my mixture out. About 57.
Beep, 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 beep.
All right, I'm at 25 right now.
I'm at 3.7 right now.
This is gonna be a bumpy flight.
I'm at 33.
I'm gonna stay at 4.5 and just go in between these clouds.
Well, IFR already has me wanting to vector so that I can get onto approach.
See, that's why I don't do IFRs, because especially for these short flights, by the time you take off, they're telling you to get ready to land.
Well, it's all right. I don't have a problem with it.
You guys are all way ahead of me.
What do you mean?
I think I see three planes up there blinking.
Where are you, Zig?
Well, last I saw, you were about 7.6 behind me.
That's weird. I see Draco and Zig, but I don't see MoonDog.
I didn't see you because the join wasn't right.
Oh. Alright, there's... I think I'm close to Zig. 'Cause I see Draco ahead of me. And Zig should be somewhere like behind me or below.
Oh, you like to fly the DC-3, Thorn? We fly the. Have you flown the Manfred Jans C-47? That's a really nice plane to fly. It's free.
Huh, I'm gonna have to get it then.
Yeah, Zig, I'm
Yeah.
right ahead of you.
Dan, yeah, get that. It's It's a little bit of a challenge to learn to get it started, but once you get it started, it's a nice plane to fly.
And don't worry, Ernie will get drunk and talk you through it.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
There, 46 nautical miles out, 21 minutes.
Yeah, that's one of our favorite planes to fly, Thorn.
Yep. Whoa.
What altitude are you guys at?
I'm at 3.
I think I'm gonna maybe try and come down. It just jumped me all the way up to almost 4.
I just got V2 call out.
Wow.
Yeah, air's pretty choppy tonight.
Oh, I'm over speeding. Shit.
It might be because you're in a downdraft.
Yeah. Wow.
I'm sitting here, I got so much lightning all around me. My cockpit looks like a strobe light.
You've got lightning. I have no rain, no lightning, no nothing.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, that's what I'm
Really?
saying. I've turned off and turned on active sky. I know that it says I've got a little bit of rain, but I've got nothing compared to what you said.
And everybody, welcome the bipolar prophet.
Whoa. Why are you
Mr. BP himself.
Hey, BP.
Jesus. So much for me making a subtle, just dropping in and saying hello.
my ears are bleeding now. After the intro Dan gave you there.
I'm
What?
saying.
Who?
I have my heading turned to 270. Oh. Let's do it this way though.
But is your head turned to 270? It's tilted
Yeah,
a little bit to one side.
It's no fun when if your flight stick isn't working good.
That's what she said.
There we go.
Yeah.
It helps if you take it off GPS and put it on heading though.
Yeah, that's usually how that works.
Yeah. There we go. Get an outside view of the non-rainy outside area.
I'm not actually getting rain at the moment, I don't think.
Oh, I'm getting rain, lightning, thunder.
I get some lightning. But you're a little bit ahead of me. You're up in that
Yeah.
cloud again.
Oh no, that's me in front of you, Zig.
Oh.
Oh, I've got Draco way ahead of me, but even with that, I don't see. But oh well.
So hopefully pretty soon we'll be flying during the day so we can see
Some of the
Something.
crew,
the water or really anything.
yeah.
Who's that popping out of that cloud over there? Up MoonDog. 7 miles, 4,000 feet. Then I got somebody right behind me a little too far back for me to see. I just see a light.
I think that's me. Cause I'm at 4.5 right now. Zig's at like 3.5, I think.
Depends on when you look. I'm going up about
Yeah, you're at
I'm
3,
popping
4.
up about 600 and then dropping down about 600.
Yeah, 3.5, 3.6.
Everybody else on the plane already threw up twice.
All my passengers are drunk, so they don't care. They're having the time of their life.
They put
All
their hands
Scottish.
up like it's a roller coaster. Woo!
We
Take
want
my
more.
picture.
We want more. Do it again.
So how you doing there, BP?
Good. Good.
Looks like another big cell right up here.
Mm-hmm.
Do I not have? Close that.
Is it a bad thing that your plane starts creaking in the turbulence? Just saying. I mean.
No.
It'd be a bad thing if your wings fell off.
Yeah. Trust me, I know that one.
Well, doesn't creaking usually lead to things falling off at times?
No, it's just the airframe making noise. You're in a Cessna in bad weather.
Like really bad freaking weather.
Thorn, I don't have X-Plane, so I haven't experienced that. BP has it. He's been playing around with it a little bit.
Well, I've been watching it
or is
load
it
and then crash.
It's still doing that?
Yeah, it's junk.
That's no good.
Is this due to an update or just it?
I don't know. It just stopped working one day.
Okay.
I can't be arsed to mess with it, so
Well,
it'll either work again one day or it won't.
Well, I want to take a minute here to, seeing how I was just making sure I had up there the Ronald McDonald logo, to remind everyone, we are doing a Monkey Show Global Extravaganza around the world fundraiser for the Ronald McDonald House. This was the grand idea from Bipolar Profit that we actually do one for an actual charity. It's a very good cause. It goes to the families of 6 children that need assistance with either place to stay while they're in the hospital, transportation, and food, whatnot. Yeah, food, anything that the family needs to help them during that time. We're asking for donations to go directly to the Ronald McDonald House. Links are in everyone's chat and description. So if you have $1 or $2 or 20 or whatever you want to do, send it to the link and help them kids and families out.
Very good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, so here is the current weather conditions of where I'm at. Few at 019 CB extends to 11. Oh, fuck, that's a downdraft.
Oh, there goes Draco. Up and down.
So that should probably,
Way up, way up.
like, don't fly a Cessna here. You have cumulonimbus clouds, and you're flying a Cessna through.
Exactly.
It says turbulence light, icing none, sheer gradual, cloud shaped flat.
Didn't you just say CB?
Yeah.
That's cumulonimbus. It doesn't say Cav OK, right?
Hope he's at 3.5, still climbing.
No.
Okay, so that means that it's not OK. So
Well, I'm kind of fighting an
Well,
updraft right now.
I
Good
just
thing it's a
watched him
video
climb
game.
like almost 1,000 feet within a couple of seconds.
Yeah, that was an updraft.
Mm-hmm.
that's how you get your wings ripped off.
Literally, I was plummeting towards the ocean at 2,000 feet per minute.
We like our VA Thorn for how we like to fly. They have an open division, which is the flights that we're flying right now. They have a historical division if you like to fly historical type planes like the C-47 and that. They have historical tours on there that you can do, and then they also have a professional division if you're really hardcore and you want to take the tests, both the ride along test as well as they have a written test and all that kind of stuff. So it's a very active virtual airline. It's relatively new.
Okay.
I'm
So
gonna make
this
you
is what
guys
I got.
all take a written test.
Huh?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna make you guys all take a written test.
Only if you sign up for the professional division.
Oh yeah, I got to do instrument written this semester.
So this is what I got going on right now. Scattered from 500 extends to 15,000 feet. Cloud type CU. Turbulence moderate. Icing trace. Sheer gradual.
It's that moderate turbulence you got to worry about. You got to try to avoid that. Otherwise, eventually it's going to throw you up and turn you upside down.
Put you in a spin, which is fun in a Cessna. I've done it before with my instructor. He was just like, "You want to see what a spin looks like?" And I'm like, "Sure." He's like, "All right." Just pulls up, puts it at like 20 degrees, installs it, and we get in the spin.
Yeah, then
We
it's all
tend to
back
fly
pressure, opposite rudder to get out of it.
Mm-hmm.
We
Opposite
tend to
rudder,
fly
neutral.
a lot of prop planes also, Thorn.
Opposite rudder, neutral, neutral for ailerons. Pitch should be ever so slightly back, or ever so slightly up, so back, and then power idle.
Okay, we're good now. We're out of the worst of it, I think.
So where's MYBG? Is that
It's Caribbean,
Caribbean? Yeah.
just south of Grand Bahama in Nassau.
East of Miami.
Yeah, it's Marsh Harbour International Airport.
I knew M was the Caribbean. I just didn't know what the other ones were.
Yeah. I want to remember to do this
24 miles out, 11 minutes.
because I had Farm Boy 45 subscribe right before Saturday's voided stream, so want to make sure I put that back up there for him.
I'm not getting any ATIS information. What's the weather look like at the airport?
Hold on a second, I'll let you know.
Oh, very
Let's
nice,
see.
Thorn.
Expected weather. Let's see here. At MYBG. Winds 174 at 8 knots. Light rain. Few at 1900 at 019, broken 039. Based on winds only, they're recommending 130 for
Yeah, that's what I
runway.
was thinking.
Or 1-3.
Well, yeah, just
Or
13.
13 if you want to be special.
Just flying 13. Or how you're supposed to actually say it is 1 tree.
Only in America.
Yeah.
Now, if you tell Zig 1 tree, he'll land in 1 tree.
Maybe more.
Only in
Just
America
one.
do we add the phonetic onto the numbers. They don't do that overseas. I don't do that here. But we say point and they say decimal. So
Yeah.
Well, we say dynasty, they say dynasty. Can't we all just get along?
Decimal's catching on over here, though. I was on Pilot Edge last weekend, and the controller out of San
Say
Francisco.
beer. They say beer.
Oh, please tell me this is gonna let up.
All right.
Oh, looks like we're gonna land in a hole in the weather. Oh, the whole area. All the islands have nothing but rain all around them.
This is 6:30 a.m. We should be getting sunlight if the clouds were parted.
You can sort of see a glow over there.
Yeah.
It's starting to come. 6:30. It's winter. You know what I mean? It's gonna be light later.
Yep, I can see it. Off to like my, say, 10, 11 o'clock.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, east.
Yeah. Behind us.
Behind us.
Well, it's behind
me.
me because I'm headed on the 27, or no, I'm on a 24 now, heading. So they already have me lining up. Trying to think, there's something else I wanted to make sure I said. Mentioned charity, mentioned that. Oh, this would be a good time to remind everyone of our schedule. We fly every Tuesday and Saturday night. We apologize due to the technical difficulties and social interruptions that caused us to not stream last Saturday.
Damn Windows.
We normally stream 10 o'clock Eastern, 9 o'clock Central. You can figure out your time zone from when we stream from that. And we also do other streams throughout the week. If you want to know for sure, share, like, subscribe, follow,
comment.
Comment, all those wonderful things, and click the notices so that you know when we have gone live.
And on a much shorter note, remember everybody, BP's streaming Gold Rush tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on your favorite Twitch and YouTube channel.
And this is why he was not upset when I said, "Don't forget we're streaming later tonight."
I'm just returning the favor, MoonDog. That's all I'm doing.
No.
Just so you know, Zig, there's no approach in the GPS.
Yeah, I saw that.
I'm just figured I'd check for you.
Oh, I overstressed.
Seriously?
Aw.
Yep.
Well, someone's redoing this flight.
Yep.
Well, last time it was MoonDog's turn.
Well, you guys fly for that free love VA. You could just slew back to wherever you overstressed, couldn't you?
Nope.
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 You cannot Nope.
Cannot use the time enhancement
Slew,
or
yeah.
slew mode.
Really?
Yeah.
Good.
Oh, welcome Aviation. He just got done with his VATSIM ATC training in Phoenix there. For
Oh,
anyone
good. So you spent 2 hours doing this?
He just said it was
the first instruction they gave you take the mic out of your mouth? God damn, I don't know what's going on with VATSIM lately, but can I just say, that's going on.
I know, and swear, like, half the controllers and pilots sound like they're at, like, a freaking fast food restaurant. They're No, they sound like this. Back at McDonald's, can I take your order?
Well, if you're going to do that, you should probably make sure that you get good enough headset and mic set so that it sounds good, you know? It's like streaming. You don't want to have the $2 headset and go, "Can you hear me? Can you hear me?"
Okay, I'll shut up now.
Well, I'm back on the headset that has the duct tape and wire.
Actually, that explains why you're louder, Dan, because
Yeah.
the mic is closer to the mouth right now. No problem.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm just. That's why it's a little bit louder than it has been the last couple of nights.
Who, you?
Yeah,
No,
the $14 one gave up.
Speaking aloud, Jesus Christ.
That's what I'm saying. It's Dan. He's got the one that's got the mic like
In his throat. Dan would be perfect for VATSIM nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he's learning how to fly. That would be the next thing, is to get him on VATSIM.
Yeah.
And just deal with doing comms on your own.
I gotta be honest, I'm about done with VATSIM. I just can't.
I know.
I wasn't messing with you, man. I was messing with aviation. I was messing with VATSIM in general. I've been on VATSIM since there's been a VATSIM. And the quality of it, and it's not the controllers for the most part, it's the pilots. It's not good anymore. It just isn't. And I get it's a volunteer thing, and people put a lot of their own time into it and study hard and work hard and everything, and it ain't easy to control. I fully understand that. I get
Especially
it.
when you have like trolls nowadays on
Yep,
VATSIM.
It's all memes all the time now, is what it is.
Because I know I was trying to take off from Denver, and there's two people just basically trolling around with tower. Like they were cruising at, I think it was like 7,900 to stay away from the class Bravo, and they were just pissing the hell out of tower.
If you want to if you want to have a real fun experience, just wait till Matt Davies goes live, and then watch the troll army come out, and don't fly anywhere near where he is. It's all memes. Everybody wants to be famous. Everybody wants to end up on one of these best flight sim moment videos. So, you know.
Hold on, let me look this guy up.
Yeah, there's another one that is a big flight sim troll that.
I know that BP guy's a massive idiot. I don't know why anybody watches that.
Well, I won't mention who this person is.
Matt who?
Oh. I mean, I like Bellins. I've been watching him a
Yeah.
long time, but he's so big. He's so big that he just attracts the, you know.
Yeah. Well, that's
Matt Davey?
Well, the
It
guy
did-
I'm talking about, he doesn't attract them. He is one,
yeah.
and he's made a YouTube channel out of it.
We're talking about Air Force Proud. I'll
Oh,
call him
yeah,
out
that
on
too.
it. I'll call him out on it. He's an idiot. It's
He
that
is.
simple. No, I'm not afraid.
All he does is troll.
Aviation makes a good point. You know, the pilots can just jump right on without any
Absolutely.
training, but the ATC has got to go through all the training classes.
Absolutely, absolutely. Which is why I firmly believe that to fly online, and I've been suggesting this for 5 years, that to fly, if you want to fly on the VATSIM, they should make everybody. They don't even make P1 mandatory, and P1 is the basics of how to use VATSIM, how to talk, what to say, what to look for, how to log in, how to get your models matched, how to download the software. They don't even make that mandatory, but everybody should have to go through P1. I believe everybody should have to go further and go through P2 and P3 and learn how to fly the damn plane.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But they'll
Yeah.
never do that because it'd cut the ranks of VATSIM in half. The amount of people that would join up to VATSIM would go in half. I got to be honest, IVAO, which I always thought was a bit of a joke, is a lot smoother. I flew on IVAO for the first time in a long time, not too long ago, and it was very good. It was very good. There was no trolls. The controllers weren't spazzed. It was nice. So, and the other thing VATSIM needs to get rid of is that damn VHF simulation. Just let us use our real voices. You know what I mean? Because that's just stupid. It's a sim. We get it's a sim. You know, it'd be a lot easier to understand, especially not like for people who don't. If English isn't your first language and you're flying in an English-speaking controlled area, well, it's hard enough to understand without, or vice versa, without having that VHF simulation with all the crap going on in the background.
Yeah.
VATSIM's voice quality has been awful forever, but they make it worse with that stupid thing. Anyway, that's my VAT rant. Congratulations, by the way. It's good to know there's another controller out there who's going to know what they're doing.
Yeah, aviation does put a lot of effort into his flying and the ATC. He takes it personal in a good way.
Now, I've never controlled anything in my life. So, yeah, you can disable it, but VATSIM's overall voice quality is lousy. And I get it, it's the servers, and I get they're 20 years old, and I get it. But, like Pilot Edge. Now, Pilot Edge is the exact opposite, right? Pilot Edge, you have to pay for. The people on the controllers on ATC, the ATC controllers on that was redundant on Pilot Edge are paid because most of them are either real ATC, training to be real ATC, or retired ATC. They don't mess around with their voice quality is fantastic. It's growing like crazy too, and it's good. And if they expand outside of California and outside of the sort of west of the United States, if they were to ever get over into Europe, I tell you what, that's going to be in trouble. So, and it's unfortunate. It's too bad because VATSIM can be, when it's right, it can be a lot of fun. When you do Across the Ponds or any of the big events, they're fantastic. But you get 5, 6, 7, 10 trolls on there, and it just ruins everything. It ruins everybody's hard work who's trying to do it right.
Well, why isn't there an admin on there just dropping?
There are. They've gone to a complete zero troll policy now. Guys get booted off the frequencies and out of the network every day. It happens every day. The problem is it is nothing about making a new account. So, and
I don't know why they can't do it by IP address.
Because not everybody has a static IP. If you live in Europe, you don't have a static IP. You can just dial up whatever IP you want.
Well,
only us people in America have static IPs.
Aviation, those nice words will be followed by harassment later offline. I'll harass you like crazy then.
Now what you need to do is get this fool flying on VATSIM. Oh.
Which fool?
I mean, yes.
This
I've been
fool?
trying for months to
okay.
get these guys on VATSIM.
You just made it sound so appealing.
I know.
Well, okay. All right, let me put it to you this way. It's like jumping on when's the last time any of us did this? But jumping on a public farm sim server. I can't remember the last time I did that.
Never.
But
Yeah,
okay,
never.
but if you ever did it, you'd know the chaos that it can be, right?
Right.
But occasionally you get a good one. Well, VATSIM's the same way. I can fly for 15 hours, talk to 10 different controllers, have a great day, the whole time, and get off and be like, that was great, I loved it. Or I could fly out of Heathrow, get out of Heathrow controlled space, and then just have it all go to shit. It's you never know. It's like anything else. I mean, the thing to remember is, even though I'm complaining about it, it is very good. It's very immersive when it works right. You know, it will increase your sort of knowledge about flying and about how things work in the real world. And it's a lot of fun. And at the very least, these guys, like your boy here, Aviation, and the guys who put the work into control, because it is a lot of work to learn that stuff. There's something to do. You know what I mean? It makes all that work worth it. By following their directions, by flying correctly, by doing all the things that that we want to do to play. Like I wouldn't ever recommend Stu to fly on bats, right? I just wouldn't,
Yeah.
because I know him. You know what I mean? I know Stu. Stu doesn't care. Stu's not going to listen. He's gonna land where he wants, and he's gonna do what he wants, and that's Stu, and that's fine. And he's never made any effort to be anything else, and that's why we all love him, right? But for guys like us who take it a little more seriously, it's good. When it's good, it's great.
Yeah.
Because it can be very boring to do a long haul flight and not talk to anybody for 10 hours. You're not going to get worldwide coverage, obviously, but you'll get controllers in the big countries. I've had controllers in places I never expected to get control from.
Holy shit, is that the runway?
Yeah, I know. I'm like, Draco, where the hell are you going?
Well, the runway runs right next to a road for me.
There you go. Let's get the next step up, and now you got to play with roads, not just which airport.
Well, I guess you could just pick whichever one you wanted to land on, right? I mean, Draco.
Well, no, it's a road. Wow, they really got to work on the Bahamas. They got a road running right through the center of the runway.
It's probably like that in real life.
I mean, I'm dodging light poles.
It happens. Speaking of ATC, they want to make up their mind with what they want you to do. Do they want you to climb and maintain flight level 2000, or do they want you to descend?
They want me at 2000. I'm trying to get down to it.
Right. This is still the Caribbean, so the transition altitude's still 18. They shouldn't even be saying flight level anyway. That's an altitude, not a flight level. You're below transition. In-game ATC.
Well, granted, but at least I'm trying to listen to it and get. Well, I don't want to do that. And get used to it before I make the next step.
Oh God, this ain't nothing like it is.
I know. I know.
I mean, the phraseology is similar, but
right.
You know what you do? You get the client. You get that spice. You can see who's on. You go park up. You log in as an observer. You go park up in a cargo stand somewhere where nobody's going to be, and you just sit there for a couple hours and you listen. That's what I did when I first started.
Or you just go to live ATC.
Yeah, that helps too sometimes.
I've actually done that, but
there wasn't a listening client through VATSIM where you could just listen.
Hey Trey, how you doing? Welcome to the stream.
But it's easy enough to log in as an observer. Just send a text message to the control and say, I'm just, I'm over here at X sitting out of the way. I'm in my plane and I'm listening. I'm an observer. Okay, cool. Nothing wrong with that. And the thing people forget about VATSIM too is if you don't know something, it's okay to ask.
Oh yeah, I ask them all the time.
If you don't understand what they're saying, I ask people to repeat stuff because I'm not particularly bright. So I'll ask them to repeat stuff. I don't ever correct them. I just say, Yeah. Well, and exactly. That's a valid point, Aviation.
Oh fuck.
The better we treat them, the better they'll treat us. I have never once been refused a request for anything that I've asked to do. So.
Oh, that airport is just all 20 different types of fucked up.
Not for me.
Show me the way, brother.
He does not know the way.
Well, you got a street running into the runway.
Yeah, probably happens.
You still do not know the way, brother.
I just watched that street.
I landed on the runway. I'm parked on the end of 3-1. Apparently, you do not know the way.
Alright.
No, I know where I am. I'm on the piece of crap runway that they have here, that Orbix or Flight Sim or whoever the hell has decided to put here.
My brooder dead is trees over there in grass field. You are not on the runway.
Right. That's what happened the last time we
Wait.
flew too. We see it differently than he does.
Yeah.
Yeah, as we noticed that with, I think, one of the airports where it was basically just a river where it got flooded. How is your plane still alive? It's just going through a forest over there.
There's a German guy, and I can't think of his name, but he generally tends to do like, he was doing Munich the other day, and I don't know if he was approach or what he was, and he's a funny guy. He's good. He's smooth, and he knows his job, and he's relaxed, and 10,000 planes flying in and out, and he's just joking and doing his job. So, like I said, it's really good when it's good, but when it's not good, sometimes, and it's rarely the controller's fault. Sometimes you get guys that are a little dictatorial, but they've got X amount of planes and X amount of airspace, and they've got X amount of time to get them through. So you just always got to remember, your controller's job is to get you the hell away from them as quickly as possible. That's their job. So.
Let's see how bad of a landing that actually
crap.
was.
Come on.
What do you got? God pointing you in the right direction there, MoonDog. You got a big sun shaft headed right down to the island.
Yeah.
Yeah, God's runway, God's approach lights.
Let's see here.
Whoa.
Yeah, I know.
That's a little. Was that weather doing that?
No, that was me taking off and trying to correct.
Oh, there it is, Matt Davis.
Yeah,
Let's check this out.
Last couple of days, he's been doing IRL streams. He went and brought his MacBook to get fixed the other day, and then today he was building his father's PC. I think he flew something later in the afternoon, but I was streaming, so I didn't watch it.
Well, I'm sure I broke something on that one.
I'll check your
Everything.
349 feet per minute.
Saw your event, Zig.
I'm good. Still trying to get the bathroom done. Or the basement.
I've got a lot of lights, but
I'll
I
be
don't
right back.
see runway.
The never-ending basement project.
Or
it'll
is
be
it, oh,
done
that's
soon.
it over there. That's it over there.
Where am I at?
Yeah, he does aviation, and it's too bad too, because it's not like he's not recruiting them. He's not telling people to do it, but he's so big and that he's so famous that everybody just wants to be. Hey, look at me! It's the here, hold my beer. Some of this flight sim memes. It's just unfortunate.
175 feet per minute.
I don't want to be that famous. Unless I play farm sim. Who gives a shit? Oh.
All right, I think I do have it.
You found a way.
I think I've got it. Yes.
Yep, you look good.
Yeah. Well, I also fly pretty well too, but thanks for the compliment.
Well, yeah. I mean, you can keep thinking that.
Not everyone has seen the Unabomber photos.
I fly good and I'm good looking. Closed, yeah. Yeah, a lot of guys go offline when he comes on too. I had the misfortune of being at Heathrow one day when he was flying out to JFK, and I was going somewhere in Europe, and I was behind him on the taxiway, and people were just slowing in and out to try to get on his streams. I had to disconnect. He was cool though. He did say, hey, I apologize for that for everybody who's here, but it's not in his control. So
Right, and he's actually a really good pilot, and he's had.
he's great, yeah. But he doesn't give a shit, which is what I like about him. He's a guy, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's a dude. He's funny, and he's good at what he does, and and he deserves his success. Christ, he's got 800 paying subscribers, you know what I mean, on Twitch. So
I
he
still
deserves
like
a
the one
success.
episode that him and Squirrel did where they flew somewhere like northern Scotland and they were trying to land as the plane was running out of fuel. I mean,
Fuel.
and they did it wonderfully, quite literally got off the runway and then had to like call for a refuel truck. I mean,
Yeah.
they landed and it had fumes in it.
It seems like every time he flew with Squirrel, he would forget. They forgot to take the gear pins out of the Dash 8 one time and couldn't put the landing gear up.
Oh, yeah.
And then that other time
So-
that he
Oh,
flew.
crap.
He flew the shared cockpit with the Dash 8 with somebody else, and he went to put the props to 900, and he shut the condition levers off, and both engines shut off.
So, Trey, thank you very much for your subscription. I just saw it pop up on my phone. I don't know why Streamlabs isn't telling me that you subscribed.
Because it's
And I don't have that command for the Discord channel because it's not my Discord channel. It's Zig's.
All right. Come on.
Uh.
I don't see pappy lights, but I see runway
you
lights.
see the runway lights?
Yeah.
Got runway lights. You're good. You don't need
Yeah.
pappy lights.
There are no pappy lights for this
No, you don't.
runway.
Well, no, it's fine. I'm just trying to keep
100.
it.
Just catch up to the threshold. You'll be fine.
Huh. So how do I join you if I wanted to?
Join
Join
FS.
You watch,
Schedule.
you watch MoonDog when he makes his how to
200.
join FS tutorial.
You know what? I probably should. Oh, come on. Correct.
Go.
Overcorrect.
100.
Rudder is your friend in that
Yeah.
situation.
Yeah.
All right. How about we all shut up and let MoonDog land the plane now? Let's try that.
50.
Okay.
40.
Clearly not listening.
Yeah.
I'm giving them call outs.
Yeah.
Just
That's,
need 'em and
that's
he's-
not helping.
Way more than 50 feet above anyway, so.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and put the next one in.
That was a little hard, but it's set and it stayed.
You got it. You got it. You good?
Retard. Retard.
Flight bed.
And I see no other planes here, so I'm either at the right one or the wrong one.
No, you're here. You'll see me at the end of the
Go
runway.
down the end
All right.
there.
Yeah.
Oh no, but I'm kind of at the point now where I just want to
Nice.
start landing at the bigger airports because these little ones,
Yeah.
at least around here, are just all messed up.
Well, the next one should be pretty decent because we got to take off in a 737 from there. It can't be
Hopefully
no.
they got it right.
Yeah.
Nice landing, MoonDog.
Like I said, I mean, it was good. It's fine. A little bit rough, but it was down and then it didn't bounce though. So
It wasn't rough at all. It's a Cessna. You're gonna feel it when you land. There's
yeah,
no way
that's
to.
true.
You
Yeah.
don't. You only grease these so much.
Hey,
Mhm. You
it
only
did-
grease them if you have a 15-knot headwind.
Right. If you're right. Yeah.
I've done that before.
That helps when you don't know you're on the ground like I did that day.
Let's see where they are.
What's really nice is when you're doing short field landings and you're just like, I just want to hit the marker I want to land at. You don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just think it's cool that this is your guys' airport, but for me, you guys are on the beach.
Well,
Plot twist, we landed on the beach.
all right. And then here's the one thing that I did wrong. No landing lights, no taxi lights.
I was gonna say it's awful dark. I didn't even notice it till just now, but yeah, good point. How many times I've done that? Not so much in airliners, but like flying these things, forget to put my landing lights on, forget to turn them off, forget to turn my strobe on. And this has a checklist. You think I would know better?
Yeah.
Only
will
I could
do.
put my tail number.
Parking brake on. So
I was gonna say you're not gonna park in the ocean, right?
no.
Unless it's an aircraft carrier.
Exists.
Holy crap! They have. This is another one. They've got the water right there, so don't get off the runway.
Yeah.
I
Because we're
see
doing
Zig
this
flying
deal.
over some land
where
with
the
an
water is, like,
airport.
right there.
I just took
Your
off
boat
again.
moving.
Did you?
All right. Now I can find my light fire up. I can find out which
Well-
tab it is that I have it as.
So I'm trying to determine exactly what's holding this runway up because it's pretty much right. If you'd have turned right an inch, you'd have been in the water.
Yeah, I know. I noticed that on the outside. I'm like, it's a good thing I'm where I'm at because that means I can file this thing and get it over with.
Like, I'm just
I
curious.
know, I'm like close to the edge.
Is this thing built on stilts? Is it? I mean, what's
It's a
going
floating
on?
island.
They have concrete right underneath it, so that
Apparently.
yeah, and that's it.
So what am I looking for in this join FS?
Okay, you have it in and you have it installed.
Yep.
The next thing you want to do is go to
Okay, well, if everything.
file.
Oh, you guys are flying 737s next?
No,
No.
we're doing the 182 again.
The
The one after that's a 737.
737.
Yeah. Go to file, scan for models, make sure you have all that done.
I've already done that.
You've done that. Okay. Then go to view,
Huh.
and then you'll have hubs. Click on the hubs. It'll pull up like another window. And then you'll see somewhere down the list, digital theme park.
Yeah, and for that one, when I take off with the 737, I plan on taking off with like 3 gallons of fuel because it's only supposed to be like like a half-hour flight or something like that.
Yeah. When you find digital theme park, click on the join button and that'll make you in join and you're that much closer to flying with us. Then you'll see that your simulator button on the little window will be green and the network one will be green.
Okay.
If you've got all that, then you just have to put your plane at MYBG and you'll see us.
You guys don't mind if I fly with you, do you?
Oh, we would hate that.
Go ahead.
Go away. Go find your own stream somewhere. I'm banned from my own stream now. I'll be quiet.
No, you'll only be banned from calling it anything to do with the monkey show. You're fine. All right, hold on. I gotta get Active Sky.
Okay.
You'll forgive me if I don't fly it, early morning. Like,
whoa.
I'm gonna be done today.
Here's Dan.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
That's right.
Yeah, I'll move.
Okay, well, if he's here and he's in a trike, he's at least here. Now he's just got to change the plane.
Yeah. At least 172 would be nice.
He's got the A2A 172.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm just gonna need the letters for that in a second. What is it? MYBG, where you guys are now?
MYBG,
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah.
So let's see. I want to go to. It's.
Yeah, it's there's Dan. I think.
I'll take the Australian one.
Yeah.
So what happens? Did you get caught in one of those downdrafts or updrafts or something?
He's AFK for a minute.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the code is Mom, would you buy guacamole?
All right, MYBG. And just so I have a flight plan for
MYNN is our destination.
MYNN, very good.
And I'm getting my macars here set up real quick on the other screen.
I got mine. I just need to do a run up, and then I'm good.
I never do any. As serious as I take flying an airliner, I never stuff with this thing.
Oh yeah, I don't do like run ups or anything. An airliner boat, it's like when it's something like this and you can actually foul your engine and everything, then yeah. Can put too much fuel in your engine.
Yeah, I accidentally fouled my engine once, and it took forever for me to get it cleaned out. It sounded like my engine was gonna explode with all the backfiring and missing.
Actually, yeah. Speaking of which, let me just see. What's the maintenance like?
And the only thing else I got to do is change the time.
That's ready, right? The steering wheel's off, yeah.
Okay. We still have folks landing. Does it look like we can go back to the other end and take off in the correct direction? Anyone got collisions on with their planes?
Negative, Ghost Rider.
Aren't we waiting on Zig?
Well, no, I was
No,
just
go
going
ahead.
to go back to the other end. That's all I was going to do. We're going to
No,
wait
go
for
ahead and go.
Down here
BP
at
too.
parking. Yeah, I'm down here at parking. I just gotta
Yeah. Okay.
get active sky to. It's giving me some just sort of regular weather, but I wanted to give it action. Oh no, it's all set. Okay. I forgot it auto loads these when you don't have anything else in. Is it raining? It is, or it did rain. It was raining. It's not raining. All right, so you guys see me or?
I think so. You're on. Are you on 3-1? BP
No,
or is it?
No, I'm on parking. I'm in the parking.
Oh, there actually is parking.
Yeah.
I'm looking. I see Andrew.
You did say MYBG, right?
Yeah.
MYBG. Yeah.
Yep, there you are, BP.
Okay.
Are you on Join FS?
Yes.
Yeah, I see him. I see. Let's see here. Andrew, BP, MoonDog. I'm guessing that is Dan, and Zig.
Mm-hmm. Where in the world is
Well, plane's still in good shape, so that's good.
traffic? BP. Oh, there is parking.
There should be parking.
Oh, yeah,
There's
there-
somebody at.
I think that's MoonDog rolling.
Yeah.
Are you just
'Cause-
going down to BP?
Well, takeoff's going to be on 13, so
How do I do that?
what? Start up and go to the other
Oh.
end, or
Yeah, go to the other end.
just drive
Release
right on
parking
down?
brake and add power.
Do what?
Release the parking brake, add power, drive to the other end. Just,
And then really, and then
just
bring your
not.
power down and hit your brake.
Yeah.
I don't even know what the brake is on this, so.
So we're taking off from that side. Roger that. Let this warm up for a minute, and I'll roll down there. Of course, wouldn't hurt if I give it a little throttle. All right, tease.
Top the oil off. This thing must have an oil leak or something, because every time I land, I'm down a little bit on oil.
It uses a little bit with the flight.
All right, set my time.
Aviation's learned how to get the correct runway for wind direction. That's good aviation. That's an important thing to know for what you're doing
For a
there.
controller, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna set it for 11:45 GMT.
Yeah. I reset my time. I'm 5 minutes till 12 right now. Turn that off for a minute.
Little control check while I'm doing this. Everything looks good.
Set the parking brake. Yes, I know. Now I can start this.
Oh, shit.
And that can go away. And the flows for Phoenix for the runways. Well, I'm sure it takes quite a little bit for VATSIM to learn the airports as well as actual air traffic controllers to start learning correct procedures.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think that job is an easy one.
Just let me know when we're getting ready to go, so that way I can get started up and get my Mac car started.
I got 6 minutes till takeoff.
How far out are you there, Zig?
40 miles.
40 miles. Do
So
you
about
want,
20 minutes.
Do you
20
want us to?
minutes.
You want us to hang out?
No, you're fine.
All right. Take off and we can fly very slow. That way you can land and take right back off. So how do you do this? A correct startup when it's warm?
Same thing, but without priming it.
That's what I was thinking.
Huh.
There we go.
Probably be helpful to know some barometer.
30.07 or
That'll do. 30.07. Am I rolling? Yeah, I am. This goddamn plane.
no,
Stop.
no, you're fine. Andrew was moving backwards.
30.
Yeah, I was pushing back.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I thought I was rolling.
Here, hold on. Let me scare BP again.
No,
right.
no.
I gotta get my cylinder head temperature up again. It's cooled off.
Are you going to drive right through me, yeah? Yes, you are.
All right.
Taxi lights on. At first, I was like, "Oh, they put all the houses on stilts," and then I realized the houses are the houses just floating? Yeah, the houses are just freaking floating. That don't seem right at all.
How long is this flight?
It's supposed to be 26 minutes.
All right. I just want to make sure I have enough fuel.
I've been doing 20 gallons in each tank, and that's gotten me everywhere with more than enough fuel to spare.
Yeah, I haven't put fuel in that since we landed at Courchevel, so.
Yeah. It's actually 30 minutes.
Probably don't need my cabin heat on down here.
Yeah, you do.
You need your defroster on because it still fogs up.
That didn't sound good.
Oh, come on.
What's wrong, Zig?
Oh, the sim crashed. Yeah. Twitch Stewie electrical failure, I guess.
All right, 1 minute till takeoff time.
Same.
MoonDog.
Yeah, I'm good. Just sending a quick little message. So yeah, I'm good.
And that's going to do it for my stream then for tonight, guys. I'm not going to start over again. So thanks for everybody that hung out with me. Go over and check out, hop over to Mr. Moondog or Draco, and I'll hang out, but I'm not starting the flight over again.
Okay.
Flight sim is a mother, isn't it?
Today it is.
Boy, it is.
I'm just, yeah.
That's it. P3D V4 for everybody. Moondog's paying.
Wait. Okay. Let me get that third mortgage on the house and I'll be good.
Okay, I don't get it. When both my magnetos are on, I get it's cutting out like the plugs are fouled. Yet if I go to the left, okay, it's the left one. Not
When
and
the
the right one.
magnetos is no good.
Better load this up real quick.
All right, I'm just clearing it out. Okay, I'm good.
Well, Andrew, you're on the runway if you want to take off and lead us out.
All right, let's get this. Get lined up.
What was that? 3662. Feedback.
Oh shit, forgot to close my windows. There we go.
Oh, yeah. Might be not a bad idea to...
Okay. Is everyone sort of set?
I'm
All right.
up.
All
I'm
right.
ready.
All right, Andrew, you're on the taxi. Why don't you take off and lead us out? Okay.
There you go.
So
All right, Moondog, go ahead. You VA guys,
Yeah,
you go
okay.
first, and then bring up the rear.
Hey, look, there's coral reefs down there. You wouldn't know it at night.
Flaps are good. Run it up.
Seriously. I forgot to check the little pause at 50 miles out.
Because you're
So
50 miles out already?
it paused.
Oh, this thing likes to lean to the left real quick.
So there's MoonDog, there's Andrew. And who's that one? That's BP.
Yep.
And Dan should be next.
Well, that's some pretty blue water.
Did you get the water right?
Ah, shit. I knew I forgot to do something.
It's good when it's shallow.
It's good when it's shallow.
Yeah. I mean, the water isn't bad. I'm not crazy about it. I just hadn't had time to mess with it.
And I meant to check that real quick when I had a second, and guess what I didn't uncheck?
Same thing I didn't.
Yeah.
That's okay. I forgot to put in my new flight plan, so I was still trying to fly it to the old one.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, that's no wonder. Okay.
And there goes Dan.
Hey, congratulations, Dan. All right, it's a little choppy right here.
All right. Oh, cancel that. Look back. Got Dan in the air over there. Do you see what I see, Draco? This VA flight?
I mean, that the sun's up?
Yes, that's it. You can see.
Very nice water, too. I
Yeah.
love the coral look.
All right.
I'm going to turn pitot heat on just to be on the safe side. What's your altitude, Zig, or MoonDog?
It's only 2,000 right now.
What about yours, BP?
3,500 is going to be. I'm at 33 now.
And you got active sky?
I do.
How's the
Alright.
weather? How's it up?
I'm just under the clouds. I don't know if I'm going to be able to stay here or not.
All right, Aviation, thanks for stopping by.
Because I'm going up to 3, and I just wanted to know if that was viable for VFR.
Yeah, it's all right for right now. Like I said, I don't know if I'll stay here or not, but we'll see.
And I think the reason we ask UBP that question is you've flown longer than we have, and you've dealt with more actual air regulations.
Well, that and also he's already up there, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's that too.
You'd be the guys I'd call if I was just. what altitude can I, especially from an uncontrolled tower where I'm just announcing my intentions and I'm picking whatever altitude. I picked 3,500 because I wanted to fly over the water and be able to see it, because obviously there's all kinds of, you got coral reefs and all kinds of stuff in the water. So it's pretty.
And Andrew would be the other one. Then he's actually learning this. So we ask Andrew,
Sure.
Me, I just sound like I know what I'm talking about. Same with
No,
Zig.
you don't.
That's how you do it. You want to be a streaming celebrity, just talk shit. People believe you. Yeah, it's pretty solid above me. It's broken where I'm at, but it's not. I may have to descend in a minute though. I'm coming up on a bank of clouds.
Because I'm at 3,000. I got a few lower clouds, but it's nothing that would stop me from staying up here for right now. All right, now that we're flying level, let's do an outside view. Oh, that's a nice look. That's a nice look right there.
In fact, I think I will descend a bit.
Did it say? ILS approach on runway 14. Yes, I took off and they immediately said, "This is your landing orders."
I am not going to fly an ILS in a Cessna. I'm just not going to do it. I'll do that. I'll fly this the same way I always fly it. Oh, there's the airport.
Dive.
Fly some kind of half-assed downwind, get on base and land. This is more GA flying than I've ever done in all my thousands of hours of flight sim. I like it. I enjoy it.
I was gonna say, you have to admit, GA flying has a charm.
Yeah, it's nice
about it.
And especially in this plane where it's a progressive thing, you know what I mean? You're putting hours on it. Things are wearing out. It's kind of cool.
Well, the Duke, believe it or not, it keeps track of your hours too. It doesn't do it like this plane does, where things wear out and like that. But the actual counter, the air, for the airframe tells you how many hours you have on it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's neat. I like that kind of stuff. Yeah, we got to go down a bit. Let's go down 1,000 feet.
Yeah, I was telling MoonDog and Zig, the wife's got me watching like these house hunting shows and stuff. Anyway, one of the ones is has to do with nothing but the Bahamas, and they were finding like 2-3-bedroom houses with like 2 baths for like 250,000.
Yeah.
And it's like right on the beach, and I'm like,
Yeah, I watched one of those one time. Buying Paradise, was it called? Was that what it was called?
No, this was Beach Hunters or something like that.
I remember watching it going, so I could get this house on an island that's, sunny 90% of the time for a third of what I paid for my house. Why didn't somebody tell me about that 20 years ago?
And I don't have snow up around my ass 5 months out of the year.
And I don't need heat. And if I get cold, I just go out on the beach and start a fire.
But this one guy bought a house where they had carved a jacuzzi like right into the rocks. So every time a wave splashed, you got fresh water came in with, and it bubbled up and everything. And I was like,
yeah, that's cool.
And then I look outside and I see snow and ice, and I'm like,
you realize where you live sucks. Fuck this. Why am I not? I always used to say this. I always used to say I would go live in a rowboat on the beach somewhere if it was warm, and I could just eat pineapple all day.
Oh, if I was single and didn't have kids, I'd be living on the beach in Hawaii right now in a tent. want something to eat, I'll just wade out into the ocean and go get me something. Or I'll knock a coconut out of the tree.
All right. Now that I've got that all set.
And Christ, in Hawaii, they got like mangoes and oranges growing on trees like we have weeds growing here.
Sure.
Could you really live on mangoes and oranges?
Absolutely. you
Yes.
could. You'd need a little protein.
I
but
need a little yeah.
fish.
Yeah.
I mean, Chris, you just go out there, fish this fish. You know what I mean?
Or a
mean,
lobster,
yes.
grab you a lobster, or
It's if it was that easy, everybody would do it. I get it, but it can't be. Look at fuck was the movie? Tom Hanks and
Castaway.
Castaway. Now, obviously, that's miserable, right? But you can survive, sure.
Yeah.
if Gilligan can do it, I can do it.
Gilligan,
Good.
yeah, 'cause- yeah, that's a good example to use is Gilligan.
Yeah.
Castaway's a whole lot closer than what Gilligan was to what
You know what
would
got
have to
me
deal
about
with
Castaway though? It's the 21st century. There is nowhere on the earth so remote that you would get that. You know what I mean? Where they wouldn't be able to find you.
Well, I mean, if it was like,
Well,
if it was just some like little island out in the middle of nowhere, and it was like,
Yeah,
you
I
know,
guess.
200 miles from where the plane went down.
yeah,
well,
okay.
and they made a statement in there. They were searching 600 miles away from where he was actually found.
Yeah.
So,
The Pacific Ocean is a massive place. I get it. Yeah.
and you end up off direction because of your plane's.
So the
Not-
transponder
yeah.
is going off one place, but you're in a life raft in 100-foot waves in a tsunami. Yeah, obviously you're going to end up somewhere that, you know. And I know there's parts of the earth that nobody's ever been to. I get it. But I always found that as odd. But I could see how it happened. Listen, if we dropped a Cessna in the ocean right now, nobody'd ever find, like right here, nobody'd ever find us.
Nope.
It's a big ocean.
Not until the next hurricane came along and washed it up on shore.
Yeah, this is a big ocean. So
But yeah, it just struck me how cheap some of those houses, and they're really nice houses, are in the Bahamas.
yeah,
And then there was this one woman. She was a bartender in Key West and could afford a $600,000 house. Like,
probably good tips.
and she's doing a lot to get those tips. Then, just saying.
Well, it's not so much her. The bank can afford a $600,000 house.
Yeah, but she's got to pay that mortgage.
If you qualify for it, you only have to pay it until they go, you can't pay it anymore and want it back.
Well, I tell you what, getting a mortgage is a lot harder now that they've changed all the laws to get rid of all these predatory loans where they were loaning money to people they knew would never pay it back.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah.
Well, it's like me when I was making really good money. Went to get a loan, and they said because I had a car payment that I could only afford like a $60,000 house.
Yeah, your debt to income ratio is too high.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then again, it was Wells Fargo who was telling me that, and we all know what they did to people.
When I went to buy my motorcycle, I had a mortgage on the house and we had a car payment, and they told me the same thing. Well, I said, well, you're not trying hard enough. So they called a few other banks, and finally Harley Motor Credit sort of gave in and said, all right, yeah, we'll let you finance it. Oh.
Well, you have to keep in mind, this is a bank that while people were overseas in the military deployed, were repossessing their vehicles.
Because there wasn't a law against it, and there should have been. The thing about being in the military is it's a guaranteed paycheck. Just have your bills deducted from your paycheck.
And then they turned around, and and they were opening up fraudulent accounts in different people's names just to make quotas.
Sure, yeah. Banks are all crooked, just like everybody else.
Yep.
Well, I'm caught in the catch-22. I need a little bit to make my house look better, so that I can get a full coverage on the house for insurance. But I can't get the loan because I need the insurance.
Of course you do.
because they want it to be. I'm like, oh god. So I got to figure out how to make it look pretty enough that someone will insure it, so I can then get the money to make it actually look actually be better. And it's just
Or
a
get the
couple minor.
insurance and then burn it down.
No,
Well,
no.
that's like that
Actually,
other
it's worth keeping.
Well, that's like that other lovely catch-22 that I used to run into. Oh, we're not going to hire you because you need experience in this field. How can I get experience in this field if you don't hire me?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, washing dogs it's a cutthroat business, man.
Yeah, no, I
I'm only fucking with you. It'd be like me trying to go get a job right now at my age. What do you think they tell me?
Go work at
Well,
McDonald's.
sir, what do you have experience in? Well,
Flight sim.
recently,
Flight sim, farming.
I have
Hey,
experience. I have experience in speaking my mind and telling people off.
I ran a $1 million a year Wendy's for 12 years, so I have a little experience in that. But of course, you're gonna get a job, and they're gonna be like, "Well, we're gonna need you to cut your hair and shave. I'm gonna need you to fuck off. So why don't we both have a nice day?" Oh,
Yeah.
Well, my experience is I have a lot of experience in pissing people off, so maybe I can work customer service somewhere.
yeah, you'd be good. You should move to India.
Like Comcast, I can work for Comcast and piss people off.
Do you know you could live in a nice suburb of like Bangladesh, right? In a house that in America would cost you $750,000 for about 15 grand, and still get paid American minimum wage, which is about $1 million an hour in India. I'm telling you, I would do it. I would do it.
Yeah, but the first thing they're going to ask you to do is cut your hair.
to work in a
should-
call center, who gives a fuck what I look like? No,
Well,
they can't.
right.
I'll claim religious preference. I'll say I'm Hindu and I have to have a beard.
Okay.
So, but to work in a call center, who gives a shit what you look like? You do
Well,
that job
no.
naked. Who cares?
And to be honest, my
And
wife
wouldn't
worked
that be
in
a
one
trip?
too, and they don't dress nice, but they can still
Would-
have a quote unquote dress policy.
Can you imagine what a trip that would be, right? Because everybody just you just know that when you call your bank or you call the phone company that you're going to get some guy from either Vietnam or India or whatever, right? Would it be a trip to call and have my voice on the other end? Hi, how you doing? Thanks for calling. Blah blah blah. Can I help you today? Whoa, where are you? I'm currently in India.
Actually, there's occasionally I'll call my cell phone provider, T-Mobile, and I've got India half
This
the
stream
time.
is not sponsored by T-Mobile.
No,
But-
but we'll throw that out there. But then there's other times I'll call them also, and I'll get someone in North Carolina. Can't I just
Yeah,
get that
it
office
depends.
all the time?
It depends. It depends. And the only time I ever get like really tweaked about that is if I physically cannot understand the person that I'm talking
Wow.
to, and then they transfer you to the American like supervisor or whatever.
Well,
So-
I was having a hard time understanding the person, but it was half the person's dialect, and the other half was the party that was going on in the background that was coming through the microphone.
Yeah,
I'm like-
every time I get a phone
So-
call from them, there's 8,000 people talking in the background. It's like our stream.
So my thing is this, okay? If I call a help center and I get somebody from India, I don't care. If you know what you're talking about, I'm fine with that. Just don't answer the phone, blatantly sound like you're from India, and say your name is Tim.
Tim.
Because we all
Okay.
know your name's not
Okay. Now let me. Can I provide a counterpoint to that, sir? Thank you. Do you understand that most Indian names are unpronounceable by non-Indians, right? So do you want him to say, "Hello, sir, my name is Rangamading for 10 minutes," or would you rather just this motherfucker say, "Hi, my name is Tim, and I'd like to sell you some fence"? I'd rather him just get to it. You know what I mean? That's just a courtesy for you, so you don't have to try to figure out what this guy's name is and then repeat it.
Well,
Well,
my
you're
thing
gonna
is,
call back and go, "Yes, could I speak to Amaga with a bunch of J's and B's in it?" No.
well, my thing is this, and I'm not being racist, but this is the only Indian name I know. If somebody calls and says that their name is Apu Nahasa Pinta Pantalan, I am perfectly fine with that.
Okay. How many Indian people are named Apu? First,
I don't know.
first Simpsons. I mean, damn. I thought you guys were the nice ones.
No, I'm the
My
nice
streams
one.
aren't nearly this racist.
I'm not being
I thought
racist. I'm just saying that's the only Indian name I know. That
Okay,
and
but I'm just-
Rajesh.
Okay, but like, okay, so say you used your real name over there, they'd look at you and be like, okay, your name means ass end of a dog, or something. You know what I mean? It's all just.
Well, it's fitting then.
Indians are known around the world for shortening their names because their names are very long. I don't know any Indians personally. I don't, but I know that whenever one calls me and he says his name is Jeff, I'm like, cool, because I don't want to have to remember your real name. I mean, it'd be funny if I answered the phone and said, hello, my name is Rangesh. Can I help you? You know, but I don't have an issue with that. I just have an issue when I can't understand them, when they talk too fast, or when they blatantly don't have any clue what I'm talking.
Yeah, the talking too fast thing, then I can't understand you, and then I get angry.
Right. Yeah, I do too. Well, I've learned to sort of calm it down now. Instead of giving them a 10-minute rant about how they should go jump off a bridge somewhere, I just hang up now. I just hang up. My best ones is back in the day when telemarketers first started. It would always be some fat woman from Kansas. Hi, my name is Marty, and I'd like to talk to you today about. Hey, Marty, how you doing? What are you doing right now? My job, sir? What's your job? To call people and try to interest them in the good Lord's, whatever. Okay, Marty. Are you married? Yes, sir, and I have 2 lovely children. Do you love your children? Yes. Do you love your husband? Yes. So they'd be very sad if you went out and committed suicide right now. This is the kind of shit I would do, right? I had a woman crying on the phone one day. I felt bad, so I stopped doing it. Now I just hang up. It's just, or you ask him, can I get your home phone number? Oh, I'm sorry, sir, I'm not allowed to give out my home phone number. But you're allowed to have mine. And call me in the middle of dinner. No matter what time. They could call me at 7 in the morning. It's dinner time, right? So.
Well, for MoonDog, yeah.
Well. I'm just going to start answering the phone. Hello, MoonDog. Can I help you?
And I know you guys are old enough to remember, but do you remember when that huge scandal hit where people were, when you would call to order something out of a catalog? Yes, kids, it was order things from a catalog over the phone before there was the internet.
Absolutely.
And it turned out that it was prisoners taking the calls, and there were people who had, who were in there for like identity theft and crap like that.
Well, sure. Why wouldn't you use a little prisoner labor? I didn't realize we were that close to airports. The runway's literally right there.
It's right underneath you.
Well, not underneath me yet. Who's going in first? Who's ahead of me? You going in?
All
right.
Draco's there. Andrew's there. I'm lining up on approach. I'm
not even doing a downwind. I'm just gonna get lined up on it and land. It's right there. Screw it. Why dick around?
I crashed.
You crashed?
Yep.
So does that keep your perfect record?
Yeah, I'm perfect crash.
Okay.
It's all right. I'm losing my reference points here with the water. I'm about to crash into the water.
So much more I got to learn.
Ain't nothing to it.
The more times you're in the air, the more times you'll learn it. It's
the more times you're in the air, the more times you're likely to crash. Crashing ain't nothing. It's a sim. Nobody gets hurt. Who cares? You have fun. That's all that matters.
Or you could be like MoonDog, and the more times you're in the air, the more times you'll crash into the air.
I flew all the way to the scene of the crash.
Well, there you go. All right, let's maybe pay attention here. So what are we all gonna touch down at the exact same time? That'll be fun. I guess I could probably slow down.
I'm only doing like 70 knots, give or take. And the Pappy lights tell me I'm on the glide slope.
Oh, yeah. You know what would be helpful? Some of those, that, and that. Slot of flaps.
let's shift this back over a little bit. Because I'm a little bit low and a little bit quick. Clear to land. Thank you very much.
Are you? Because you got 2 planes right in front of you.
Yeah, I see all 3 of you are 2.5 to 3 miles ahead of me.
Oh, okay. Oh, you're behind me. All right. I was looking
Yeah.
to my right. No wonder I couldn't see you. All right.
I'm landing on 1-4.
I'm landing on whatever this one in front of me is. Wind seems right, so.
All right, I'm calling bullshit on this. I landed at 76 feet per minute, and it still bounced.
Right. It's a Cessna, man. Settle down. It'll be all right. What the hell just happened there?
Oh.
Okay, park right there. Okay. And stop flight.
There's glide slope. A little high.
Flight. Okay.
And the speed.
Okay. Who's this coming in?
That's
I
me.
see
Everyone
MoonDog.
else, I think everyone else is on the ground somewhere.
Yep, I
In
see
the
BP
ocean.
taxiing towards me now.
Yeah, Andrew parked up at international arrivals. I decided to go park in the GA spot.
I parked in the Draco spot.
I parked with the fishes.
We'll send a search plane out for you, Dan.
Do you have a volleyball?
No, Wilson! Wilson, come back!
Hey, Zig, you want to hop in the Grum and Goose and go search for Dan?
All I know is I did a circle and then it went straight down. I have no rudder
There you go.
control.
There we go. I'll be happy with that one. That one's Fly
What
Life
was
said
yours?
Fly Life said 95.
This is a nice little plane. I just wish it wasn't so bouncy on landing.
All right.
Oh, I should have made first officer now if these two are accepted.
That's good.
Because starting off I had 23.1 hours.
Starting off at 23.1.
Yep.
They're about a half hour, but you were probably in the air 45 minutes, an hour and a half. You might be really close.
Be close.
There we go.
Wait for MoonDog to pull up here and shut down.
We'll call that a parking spot. Wheel off. Magnetos off. And parking brake set. So I can do that. You brought us in and Zig isn't with us, so you want me to do exit?
If you want to, or I can do it.
I'll call it in the air.
Quarter.
Incorrect. It was a nickel. So we want to thank everyone for hanging out and flying with us. Dan, Andrew, BP, Zig, and Draco, and myself for flying. We want to thank those that stopped in the chat. Thank you for hanging out. Enjoyed having you in here and everything. Don't forget the Ronald McDonald House charities. All those are in the description, links for those, and we will be flying again next Saturday night, 10 Eastern, 9 o'clock Central. Don't forget about the Monkey Global Extravaganza. That flight will be Saturday afternoon at 2 p.m. Eastern, and everyone have a wonderful night. Anything else you guys want to throw in there?
Yeah, tune in for that. I'll crash again.
I was just going to say, if you like what you saw here, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, and also hit the little notification bell so that way you get notified every time we go live. And until next time, see you later.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Adios.
Don't forget to subscribe to BP.